First off, I'm going to kind of give you guys, this is the furniture of the game. I don't know if you can see everything or not here or in here. That's all the furniture in the game, except for two pieces, which I'm drawing and gluing right now, the telescope and the lamp. Okay. So as for the telescope and the lamp, I'm going to be showing that today. Okay. And then you're going to get a dice, one die. This is the meat of the game, the electronic organizer. It basically tells us what all the rooms consist of. Then we have a set of 3 looks, a set of 3 moves, and a set of 3 look talks. Each of these are one of the 3 actions you can take in the game, and you get 3 actions per game. You can take the same action as many times for all 3 actions if you choose to. I'm going to go into detail on all of these in a minute. You will have 4 colors of these guys. They're of each gender. There's a male and there's a female. So you can have red, blue, green, and red, blue, green, orange, and blue pieces. And then you have the search deck, which you have 2 keys, which these are to get into unlocked rooms. So once room's unlocked, anyone can get into it. You have the butler, a tape, the chauffeur, the maid, photos, letter, cook, and the map. So these are the characters in the game. You have to have 1 character in the game, and you have to have the 1 particular item. So if you need the cook and the map to find the money, then they'll tell you in the game as you get clues. These get shuffled into a single draw file. Now, the 6-sided die is not your typical use for it. It's for one of the actions of the game. So you're just going to move 1 space at a time, populating it. Now, you start out outside of the mansion, on the porch here, and you always have to move to room 11 to start off. And so we're going to go by each of these actions one by one, and one of the let's talk action I'll explain a little later because that requires a certain requirement, and I'll explain that in a minute. And
welcome.
So now you basically will play your actions. Now they give you 3 of each card, so you can give each player an action card when it's their turn. So when someone plays a move card, you play a move card in front of them so that they know they took that action. So just to keep track of how many actions someone had, so they don't kind of try to take too many actions in this game. It's just more or less to keep track of everything. So first action, obviously, you have to move. So I will key in 11.
This is the music room. You see the following: piano, planter.
So this only room has a piano and a planter in it. So that's the 2 items. Again, you can put them wherever you want for aesthetic reasons. So, and I'm gonna start. So basically, what you're gonna need now is there's a rule book. There's numbers on these which tell you what they are. This one's 242. So I will probably think it's best to look and see the certain plan for 242. And it'll tell me a few things.
Planter, is the maid with you?
So now I had to have an item, and I don't have an item, so
sorry.
So I know this one requires an item. So my character's going to go, I can search the piano, or I can explore another room to open up more possibilities. So he's going to just decide to look at the piano. So he's going to look at the piano. And the number is 213 for the piano.
Piano, you found a clue.
So now I will find a clue. This will be only for my eyes only, unless someone can take an item. So I got a butler. Now the game may tell you to take a card from another player. You cannot do that unless this entire draw deck is gone. So it's basically to prevent people from just taking, certain items. So basically, it makes you explore everything in that house. So you're not just taking player yourself and play yourself. So now this player is going to move. He knows that their piano has one item searched in it. Now there could be another item in here, for all we know. But she's going to spend her next action again to move, so another move action. And then now, since this is a newly explored room, we have to hit the room number, which is 24.
This is the bedroom. You see the following: bed, dresser.
So it's just got a bed and dresser in there. So it's 1, 2, 3 for the bed.
Bed. You found the clue.
So she found the clue. She's got the chauffeur. Now, next action, she's going to
Jukebox. The money is not in the gym.
so that's a new type of clue. So it's telling you it's there's nothing. The money is not in here. It doesn't mean there's no clues of importance here. So anyways, now we're going to do the last option. Let's talk, because we have a couple players got a couple clues. So she knows what cards she has. She's looking for the maid. So she don't know if I have it or not, but she needs the maid, because one of the clues she got, like in the previous, let's say if she searched and she needed to have the maid search an item or something. So she needs the maid, and she don't know if I have it or if it's in the Dropbox. So she can use let's talk option. She will roll, but she doesn't tell me what she wants. So she's going to look at my hand, and she realizes that I have the item she needs. So she's going to roll a 6-sided dice. She rolled a 4. Now if I roll a 4 or greater than, she can't take an item from me. I rolled a 2. So now I am at qualms of her taking any item she wants from me. So she sees it, she gets what she wants. I know what she was after. I don't know why she's after it. That would be the end of her turn. And then my turn, I'm going to search the treadmill. We know it's not in the gym, so we're just gonna we're gonna search the treadmill, but we're gonna go to room 22. Just search one more room.
This is the kitchen. You see the following: refrigerator, sink, stove, kitchen table.
We'll just populate that. And we're going to search the refrigerator real quick to see what it has.
Refrigerator. The money is not in the sink.
So, we can now write down that clue that we know it's not in the sink. So the sink here won't have it. So now, she might go here. She's got the maid. And I think the plant is the one that we needed the maid for. That's why you write down this information.
Planter, is the maid with you?
So she'll say yes. So now she has the option of hitting yes. And she'll get a private clue. Yes. Now, the cool thing about this game is you can turn it back on and you want to continue your game. So I can continue my game or I can end it. So if we don't finish it. But anyways, we're going to continue the game. So anyways, this is how you play the game. you're going to be going through the game until you need to find items that require a couple clues, and eventually you'll go find out where the money is at. You're going to need at least 2 items to finish it. You're going to literally need like one character card, like the maid or the chauffeur, along with one of the search items. And once you have those items, you get to the item, and it'll tell you, congratulations, you have found the money. Otherwise, you will just keep on playing and progressing, exploring, and narrowing down your search of where the actual money is. Very straightforward game, very, very random. Everything's just, the house layouts are always random. We have our first playthrough of it up, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link to it. And the same thing goes. It says take a card from a player. If this pile is completely exhausted, you look at the card and you take the one you want. So it basically doesn't penalize you for just going blindly picking stuff. So it's to really strategize, but you have to know who has what. So if you take an item from someone, you have to say, I'm going to take one from such and such. You then look at their hands. You're not going to look at everybody's hand and say, what I want to take. You just take from somebody, and then you're stuck with whatever they have. So it's kind of like, that's why you want to write down clues saying, well, this person had this item, this person took that item, possibly has that item. So you have to kind of figure out who has what items and what areas are from verbal clues from the computer to the private clues. The private clues are the best clues because they really narrow down where things aren't, and sometimes they'll tell you what you need to win the game. Sometimes they'll tell you need a particular item to win, and it will tell, the private clue will tell you that. So you're like, okay, so I got to make sure I have that item to win the game.